back to Dave Does Outdoors. We're going to do a little review on a small little Twig stove that I got off eBay. I think it was a tenner, £11. So we're going to set it up. I've got my paraffin burner. We're going to try and boil just 100 ml of water, so it shouldn't take long. And then at some point I'm going to do the same with my modified homemade Twig stove, which cost about £1.50. And I guess another reason for just now the Twig stove review is just to check out this little spot, because this is an old quarry, and as the winter's coming in, we've been getting really bad winds, so I'm kind of looking for a potential little camp spot, or I've asked the kids for a hammock this Christmas, so kind of looking for potential spots, and this would be really cool to spend the night. It's been like this for years. Since I grew up, we'd come up here. I'm not sure if it would feel unsafe, but even up here a tent, and because it's an old quarry, it'd be really sheltered from the elements and the wind. So, but there's a lot of rubbish, so I'm going to get back up here with my gloves and a big poly bag and do some litter picking. So I'm going to try and find a little stone and set up the little Twig stove and get the paraffin. Come here. She's enjoying herself. Audrey, come here. Here, Audrey. Yep. Oh, okay. Yeah. So she's enjoying herself in the woods as per. So thanks again for joining us both. And yeah, I'll get you back in a second once I've got my wee stove out of my bag. Okay. Right. So let's I'm a bit sort of precarious. I've not got a kind of decent little spot, but we're just going to make it work. This is the kind of sort of quality that it's really thin. It must all be laser cut, and they all come from China. You get a little bag like that. Audrey, you're curious, aren't you? You're going to stress me out. So you get a little bag, and it just fits my little paraffin burner and no more. Would you use it as a little Twig stove? I'm not sure. Audrey, out the way. So they literally slot together, and it's really self-explanatory. So these bits wedge together like that. What I liked about this was the size, but also the amount of ventilation on it, because I think quite a lot of the Twig stoves really kind of lack ventilation, and if it's not windy, you really need. So you put these slot together, then the bottom piece just basically aligns itself there. I'm not sure if we'll have any company today or not. It aligns itself on each side like that, and then the front piece slots itself like that, I think. So you can see there, it's precision made. I know, let's get some visual aid on. That's better. Now I can actually see what I'm doing. It slots in like that, and then on the last piece you need to kind of just twist it slightly, because it's so thin, it's quite pliable, the metal, and that just pops in place like that, and that's it. That's your 10-11 pound Twig stove. And then obviously it's actually quite robust. I mean, there's lots of these on the market, and the more expensive ones are like, you know, you've got the Fire Trough by Richard Outdoors, you've got Bushbox. Bushbox actually do one this size. It's more expensive, and to be honest with you, I mean, trying to find twigs that are going to fit in here and keep enough heat to actually boil, I think would be a real challenge. Let me make sure you're on a bit of an angle sitting there. Sorry about that, my hands. So that's here, you know, took a couple of minutes. I'd done it once, I think, at home before, so it's really pretty self-explanatory. Audrey, can you pop down here, honey? Audrey, look, you come and sit here. Audrey, here, sit down. That's it. There we go. That's good. So I'd got it originally to be a Twig stove, but in seeing the size of it, I'm like, that's going to take forever to cook anything. And I mean, there's a lot on the internet, but fortunately this fits nicely, and I didn't have a decent little stand from a paraffin burner. I mean, you can pick these up. I think Triangi did some of the first ones. You know, really good, proven track record. So the Twig stoves, you don't use much wood. It keeps the mess. It protects the forest floor. It contains it a bit safer. I don't know. I think they're just a bit of a trend just now, and people are jumping on it, which is great. I mean, I love them. You know, for 50, 60, 70, 80, I mean, you can get a titanium Twig stove, which is a lot bigger, 130, 140 pounds. So I guess if you have the resource, then fair dues, because they do look really nice, burning at night. It contains it. So again, just the wee bit of paraffin in here. I think I've got my ferro rod actually. Let me see. Okay. So we've got a little bit of, not sure if you're too close there or not. I'll bend you right down, get a wee close up, experiment with different angles on the old YouTube. Now it just takes a minute to warm up. Realistically, I probably should have put it in the stove first. Schoolboy error number one. Let's see if I can just drop it in there before it gets warm. I can maybe sort of feed my fingers underneath there. There we go. That's not too bad at all. Just drop it, slide it in gently. Good. Okay. So we have our little. Now the good thing, they always take a little bit of time to. I don't even know if I'll need that on top of there. I don't think I would. But I'll pop it on. We've got it. Might as well use it. That's quite a steady surface. So very quickly, good heat, and then the design of these wee stoves, the flame starts coming out the side. It sort of gasifies, I think is the term. So I'm just going to get my little cup and get 100 ml of water. Audrey, what are you up to? I'm not sure if we'll get any other dog walkers up here, or so far so good. This is not the best surface, but that's 300. That's 500, 300. Okay, that's good. Let's put that on there like that. And we'll just let that boil up and see how long it takes. I've got my stopwatch on. Well, we're not quite on a rolling boil, but we're not far off it. Well, that's it now. Minute and a half. Well, I just forgot my gloves. Wow, there we go. That's proper. Wow, that is rapid fast. Great. Minute and a half. So super careful. Just trying, just gently. The actual stove isn't really heating up, which is good. You can actually move that about. So you just pop that lid on, and that just extinguishes it in a oneer, puts the air out. It's done. Yeah, I'm impressed with that. Obviously, I forgot my decent gloves today, but again, there's always stuff you can use, leaves, let that cool down. I'll probably make a little brew out of that. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with that, to be honest with you. I think we'll get a chance to twig it, put some twigs in it and make it burn. I've got in one of my other videos modified a cutlery sort of container thing, and I've actually modified that, so I'm going to hopefully get out and maybe cook some food on that, because it's a bit bigger, so you can get a bit more wood in it. This is going to be quite a challenge to feed, but really good with my little paraffin burner on it there. I was chuffed with that. And also, yeah, really nice to find a different little spot here. There's a good chance that I might end up pitching my tent in here as well. The old quarry. So yeah, I'm rating that for a tenner for a paraffin. We'll twig it, we'll get some twigs in that at some point, but for just now, mission accomplished. So check out my other videos. Hope you've enjoyed that. It's just a wee quick one with the little stove today. Check out my other videos, leave some comments, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. It's really important and much appreciated when people do, because we're slowly building some content. So hopefully you're enjoying it, and hopefully everyone's taking care out there. we're back in a lockdown down south. We're still able to move about a bit up here in Scotland, so got some family and friends down in England, so I'm thinking about you all. So yeah, just a wee quick one today with a little twig stove, and get a wee wander with a little one in the woods. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing a little bit of cooking on my other twig stove, see how that performs. Hopefully you've enjoyed that little quick tour of a £10 twig stove on eBay, and aye, thanks for tuning in again, and we'll see you the next time. Take care.